Hello there, and welcome to yet another episode of my Car Mechanic 2021 series. We're doing a filler car in between DLCs. We just wrapped up the Pagani DLC, and we're getting ready to do the Aston Martin DLC, starting with the DB5 we have over here. But in the meantime, we're working on was essentially a Stingray clone non-DLC car. Matter of fact, it is a Bolt Reptilia. You notice there are several with that name, different types over the different years. Basically, they're all variations on Corvettes in the real world. So, let's get started here. This is attempt number 2 to record this. I got kind of far along with the first attempt and my computer crashed, so yeah, you can imagine how much fun that was. Right? We're just going to do the body first. Yeah. If I seem a little salty there, it's just I had it to the point where I had the wheels redone, the body was 100%, interior was 100%, frame was 100%. I'd just gotten it back from paint and I'd taken the engine out and was starting to restore the engine right about the time the game crashed. So like I said, little salty. And put that on the list and sell it. Okay, fender, headlights, bumper, side mirror, rear bumper, tail light, right tail light. We'll get the custom plates after. We're not even going to put them on the list. Let's see. Bodywork, Reptilia. Speed run getting the parts here. Go. Yeah, I think this computer's starting to die because when it booted back up, like a bunch of my USB stuff stopped working. And my Ethernet never came back up. I had to unplug and replug the Ethernet after the computer booted. And then I had to replug in a couple of my USB, and I checked my other systems and I had internet, so yeah, something weird was going on there. Okay, so that should get you pretty close. Let's get back over to the custom plate shop. Do custom plates. I really wish they'd just let you, at least on the PC version, just type it in. Being that this game's played on console, I could see why they implemented it the way they did, though. Okay. That should get you body and frame to 100%. I need to assemble you. And then assembly mode. Do that. Interiors. Seats. A nice fancy steering wheel. Okay. Save game just in case this crashes again. And get her back up in the air again. Engine's ready to go. Or we... Dang, I was stuck on that wall for some reason. That one's not going to be repairable. Okay, let's get a starter. V8. Good to go. Wait, hang on. I won't be taking that stuff off yet. I just immediately started tearing into it like... I just wanted to take the bloody tires off. There we go. Alright, let's get these apart. I just want to make sure... Excuse me. Make sure everything's working right here. Looks like it is. Nope. Yeah, I have a feeling this one rim... basically 3 out of the 4 rims are fixable. I need 4 of those and 1 of those. Okay, go to the rim shop first. 15-inch. And off to the tire shop. 225/60. For those. Double check. 225/60 R15, 225/60 R15. Okay. All right. Let's get them all balanced. These back on there real quick. Did that. We're going to be replacing all that with performance parts later anyway. I think that's about what I had last time. Save again. We get engine out. And I remember correctly, the engine block was not salvageable. So we're gonna have to figure something out there. Okay. I think we're gonna repair out of this bunch is the crankshaft. That's actually useful. Right. Do anything else? Let's see if we can. Main shop, engine block. Okay. Saving there because don't know if this computer is going to be more amenable to finishing the episode or not. Let's see. Go here and then sell all the old stuff. Sell parts. Alright. Ease on in here. Get ourselves a flywheel. 8 pistons with conrod, camshaft, 3 crankshaft bearing caps, alternator oil filter, fuel filter, and ignition coil. There. Go to the performance shop, start grabbing every applicable item. Ignition coil, got you, fuel filter. Okay, so first things first. Piston rings, cap. Rod caps. 3 crankshaft bearing caps. Good old-fashioned oil filter. Do these one at a time here. Okay, one more pair to go. Oh, fuel filter in the ignition coil. Alright. Clutch plate, oil pan, cam gear, distributor. 2 engine heads. I think that's it. Get ourselves a clutch plate. A couple of engine heads. And a distributor. The rest of it looks like standard parts. Oh, forgot one. We need to order all the parts. Okay. Other exhaust manifold, timing chain, and pressure plate. Performance parts. Two exhaust manifolds. Distributor rotor. Clutch pressure plate. And a big honking intake manifold. Let's see, we need 16 of these. Because we have 16 of these. And let's get ourselves a timing chain. To go ahead and put on since we're staring right at it. It's coming along nicely. Game. Back into assembly mode. Get all these rocker arms put on, then we'll move over to the other side and do the same there. Alright, let's get these rocker arms put on. Come on, focus. There you go. Okay. Save. Back here. Timing cover. Distributor cap. Carburetor. Cover A. Cover B. Alright. Let's see. Distributor cap. That's your carburetor. That's your other performance part. And I think the rest of this are all standard issue. Timing cover. Head cover A. Head cover B. Clutch release bearing. And clip B. I have a notion that that distributor cap's going to take those. Hold it. It's a stock V8 motor that's not part of any particular brand of car, so it tends to default to the same parts. Right, that should be, it's everything there. So let's get you ordered, ignition wires, water pump, and crankshaft pulley. Okay. Pump and our pulley. Okay, filter, another pulley, this time a belt. Okay, the filter's a performance part, that much I know. Part. Rest of this should be standard. And get the filter on. That on there, and then get the water pump pulley. It looks like another belt. Filter cover. And a radiator fan. I think that's going to be the last part. Don't see any other grayed out parts. Everything else looks good. Save game just in case. Oh, I may have to try to see if I can maybe start doing these recordings on my laptop instead. The gaming laptop's much faster, and for the moment at least, seems to be more stable. Let's take it off the engine stand, pop this baby back in there. Things 100%, nothing's missing. Put that back. Save. So, fuse box space A. We're missing, looks like a little bit of everything. Have that on the list. Get rid of that. And circle backspace A. Cover A. These fuses are a colossal pain in the ass. Let's go ahead and get the rest of things in the engine compartment that we need. So we're going to need servo, battery, radiator, both reservoirs. Okay. Go shopping. Got the base, so we need 2 type A's, 3 type B's, 3 type C's, fuse type C, 3 fuse type B's, 2 fuse type A's, battery, okay, there we go. And the rest of this we're just gonna get standard part shop. Right. Oh, battery. I knew I was forgetting something. Since we got all these installed, right? Nope, nope. Get back in there. Clicked on the wrong part of it. Alright. Should be everything for the engine compartment. Get her up in the air. Secure. Fuel tank is completely missing. We can fix that. Fuel tank. You. And performance. Fuel pump. Now has fuel. Get gearbox put back on. Followed by the starter. We're going to leave the drive shaft off until we get the rear suspension rebuilt. Alright, let's get some exhaust parts, shall we? Front exhaust pipe, those. Middle muffler, 2 of those. And 2 rear mufflers. Okay, so that takes care of the exhaust and the fuel system. The engine's good. Only thing we got left is the front and rear suspension. So, let's get her done, shall we? Okay. Off you come. Tear this all apart and see what we can fix, which I don't know if it's going to be much because most of this stuff's in pretty sad shape. Alright, let's get the other side torn apart. I have a feeling most of this is probably good percentage of this is probably going to get junked. Alright, let's go see if there's anything fixable. Oh, there's a few things. Actually, that was more than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so we're not in that bad a shape. So let's see if we can rehone those, can we? One. Nah, fuck it. We'll just buy new stuff. Here. Oh, wait, no, hang on. Before we even get that far. Nope, nope. We need over here. Standard parts shop. Just start grabbing parts here. Two shock absorbers. Two shock caps. Couple of rubber bushings for good measure. Two rear springs. Brake discs. Rear knuckle housings. Spring cap. I guess the other one must have been fixable. Okay. Two control arms. Two wheel hubs. Solid axle. And a brake caliper. That on, then we'll get the drive shaft put in and get that out of our inventory. Guess we can do this side first. Okay, that on there. Alright, let's get this side put together. Let's get these U-bolts on there. Alright. Oh, hang on. Just double check and make sure I didn't have any extra parts. That is one completely rebuilt rear suspension. Alright, let's get this front suspension apart. That off there. Oh, this one's got a cross member on it, so yeah, we're gonna have to make sure to get the bushings out of that before we do much else here. Alright, let's get these last little bits here taken off, and then we can see what all we can fix up, if anything. Got pretty lucky with the back end. I was actually kind of surprised how many we were able to save. Or how many parts we were able to save. Just come out. Okay, let's get these assemblies pulled apart. Just I remembered to take them apart first. Oh, these things are crunchy. Okay. Alright, let's see how many of these we can fix. If I don't talk much, it's because I'm trying to focus. Get that one brain cell working overtime. Okay, that didn't look like very many. So yeah. Let's inspect our damage here. Yeah, we're gonna have a fair bit to buy. Although, can I rehone the brakes? Or not rehone, but lay them, rather. Yeah. At least I can run the rotors through the lathe. Keep forgetting to use this tool. Okay, so that saved us a little bit of part buying. Okay. Yep, both brake discs are 100%. Okay, sell everything that's 90 or below. And we're just gonna start buying. A little bit of everything. This will be our last big purchase of parts for this particular car. Because from here on out, it's pretty much take it to the alignment rack, take it to the dyno, and then the speed track. Then we'll sell the car, and then we'll move on. And one more bottom suspension arm. Alright, let's get those assemblies put back together. Let's get that cross member on first. Come on, get on there. Okay, let's get the shock absorber in place. Okay, get the caliper put on. Alright. These last little bits on, then should be at 100% when we get this put together. And there we go. 100% condition on everything. Very nice. Very nice. Of course, save, because you never know when this thing's going to blow up again. Okay, off to the alignment rack. And that is a pretty car. I'll tell you what. Okay. Set her outside. We're going to take some screenshots before we do the rest of this. Perfect. Alright, let's head off to the speed track. See how fast this thing can go. We did skip the dyno shop, but we'll get it on the way back. We don't have to do this in any specific order. And she's at 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. Topped at 139. Not bad, not great, but not bad. We'll take her to the dyno shop, see what kind of numbers we get. I don't think we're going to get that high in numbers with this car, but we'll take a look here. And then we'll bring it back outside and do the final numbers. Yes, I want to proceed. So 269 factory horsepower, 363 pound-feet of torque. Things that she doesn't have like a air scoop or anything like that. Turbocharger. I'm not expecting miracles, but we'll see. .466 horsepower. Not too shabby. Gain of 197 horsepower, so about a 73% increase. 608 pound-feet of torque for an increase of 246. About a 68% increase. Pretty typical of the cars of this type. I know we kind of did a whirlwind episode here. This, like I said, this was my second attempt at recording this, and I'd say it definitely turned out really pretty. Let's take a look at the final numbers here. So it was, like I said, it's junkyard find, hence why it was such garbage quality. So we bought it for $6,500. You can see the condition bonus and the performance parts and other parts values. How they factored in. We had a profit of 71.5 for a total of 78.1. Considering where we started, what we paid for it, what we put into it, not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, sell the car. Need the coin. And let's move some stuff around. So, starting with the next episode, we're going to be working our way through the Aston Martin DLC, starting with the DB5. We're then going to the DBS. I'll move that into Bay 2. Okay. This should be the DBX. Yeah. We'll move you into position 2. That'll put you right there. We might need to... Yeah, we're going to probably need to clean that. I'll clean that off camera. And in terms of parking, what do we got? Oh yeah, the Aston Martin Vantage. Move to garage. That over to position 3. Like I said, it's not bad, but not great. It's in the 70-80% range. This one's going to be mostly breathe on it. You know, take it apart, breathe on it, put it back together, and maybe give it a proper paint job, because, damn. But yeah. So that's going to be our next 4 episodes, is all the Aston Martin cars, all 4 of them. I believe it's 4. Let's double check. Yeah. Because after that, it's like Porsche, Land Rover, Mercedes, Lotus, Nissan, Mazda, and then some of the stuff from the Hot Rod DLC. Or not Hot Rod, but the Drag Race DLC. So, that's our future, at least. Right, so, I want to thank everybody for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We'll be doing plenty more episodes. Okay, as you can see from my parking list, we've got quite a few cars left to go. And some interesting ones at that. So, well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.